game developers too, mad. Doug teaches Godot. Yes. Okay, so in this tutorial, we are going to import Blender files, but not. Uh, wow, that those mashed potatoes. Sorry, the way I cook mashed potatoes is like obviously I mash the potatoes, put in some chopped onions, chopped peppers, jalapenos, bacon bits, oil, vinegar, salt, pepper, mix it together, and my God, they're good. Anyway, so we're going to import 3D models, but not in the traditional sense. What I mean by that is, yes, I'll show you how to import OBJs like I did last time in what the fuck was I gonna say? Uh, um, fuck me. Like I did with the other Blender tutorial. Like I'll just go digital media, 3D models, and I have to go to OBJs because Blender takes in OBJs. I just click drag that in. And I said drag you in. Oh, there you are. Shit convenience store OBJ. There you go. And if I wanted to give this thing collision, and I'm going to hit F to focus, but F, yeah. I go to mesh, and then I go create collision shape, and I'll leave this as default. And as you can see, it makes collision best as it can. But there's another way we can actually do this. You don't have to export OBJs. If you have Blender 3.0 or above, you can actually just work. You can actually just import the Blender file from the jump. How do we do that? If we go to editor, right, and no, I'm sorry. Project settings. We gotta scroll down to. I mean, I could just type in import, but you want to go to. Where are you, file system? Yeah, I think it's actually under. Yeah, it's all the way down at the bottom if memory serves correctly. Yep, file system import. Make sure I mean, technically speaking, depending on the Godot version that you're having, if you have advanced settings checked, like if you're using an older version of Godot and you don't have advanced settings checked, then you won't see any of this. But I'm using 4.1, so you'll see this. So I'm just gonna check this, um, and you'll see Blender here, and you want to make sure it's enabled. But you're not done. You want to go to editor, editor settings. Why did you make those kissing sounds? Stop that. You want to go to import. Ew, stop it. All right, so you need to have your Blender path. Now, I'm actually going to intentionally fuck this up because I'll show you just how to get around that. What I mean by that is this. So in order to find the Blender path, right? Yeah, best way, like, for those you essentially have to go to the Blender files, Blender exe, etc., etc. And the way to do that, yeah, all right. Way to do that, like I'll just open this up. Like I said, technically speaking, you have to go program files. Nope. Nope. Fuck. Nope. Hmm. Fuck name. Yeah. Users. Fine. Fine. You essentially have to find the Blender exe, and well, like I said I intentionally fuck this up, so I'll fuck it up now. Anyway, so I'll go to the properties, copy the target, even though this isn't necessarily a good path. And under Blender path, if we open this file, bop bop, and we paste it in, hit enter, it's gonna say, hey, you want to? We have to restart. Save and restart. And while that's starting up, I'm gonna go to Blender. What the hell should I open in terms of? Hey, Blender, load. Okay then. You wanna do the shit convenience store? No. Let's open. No, not Blender meshes. What the hell is a Blender mesh? We'll get to that. Where's digital media? B models. What the fuck should I open? Open whatever. I don't know. No, can't be whatever. Fine, yeah, random spaceship. So we have this shitty random spaceship. Why does it look like it's in F-Zero? You're not the only one to bring that up. Anyway. So I'm going to save this as, and I'm going to go to my file path. I'm going to save as. Sorry. Mashed potatoes. So I got to go down to my Godot project, which I think is Simple Cube Platformer. I'm going to add a folder here. I'm going to call this Blender Mesh. I'm going to save this as a random spaceship. So now, if I go here and maximize this, it's saying, hey, the file path is invalid. So I'm going to hit browse, right? I'm going to keep going up until I can't go no further. And I am gotta find Blender Foundation, Blender 4, and you want to make sure you're using, go to Blender EXE, not Launcher EXE, Blender EXE. I'm gonna double click that, and we're gonna confirm the path. Alright, so what does that do? Well, as you can see, there is a Blender Mesh folder now that appeared out of nowhere, and we have random spaceship. Why is that not textured? Because you have to save the textures down as well in your Blender file, and we'll get to that next week. But more importantly, what I wanted to show off is some of the beautiful things that you can... Why... Okay, Doug, why show off this? What the fuck? I mean, like... why would you, like, you know, do that? Like, what's the point in, showing off, well, this? What the fuck is the, why would you want to, like, do, like, Blender stuffs? I know I can't talk anymore. So if I hit GY, right? Click that. And if, for whatever reason, I save, what the hell? Oh, shit. Yeah, the changes are automatically applied, so you don't have to re-export or redo any of that. And there, would I still suggest you exporting out as an FBX or OBJ? I mean, technically speaking, yes, because there are certain changes, because you want to keep certain models the way they are, and if you fuck with this and you're still changing it after, you know, so be mindful. I mean, this does have its uses. I'm not gonna lie. Like, just having the ability to see the changes on the fly without you having to like re-export does have its uses, but there are also some drawbacks. So you really should be careful with how you know, export your with how you handle your 3D model stuffs. So whenever you're working on a project, be mindful of, you know, whenever you're working on a project, just, you know, be mindful of where you're gonna do your thing. So with that being said, next week what I'll show off is materials, which means I get to show you how to save this texture down so that way it's auto applied, as well as importing textures and stuff like that. End it here, narrator. And there you have it, game developers. Tune in next week for Doug Teaches Godot. Yes. Boop.